Welcome to the second episode of the We Are Wrestling podcast of the week. This is Friday Wrestling. Okay. There was no follow-up. I thought you were going to say something, but okay, cool.
I said, yeah.
Okay. So I want to start this off by giving a rest in peace to Kitamura. And he was a wrestler in New Japan, and he was a young lion. And this was about, I think it was 5 or 6 years ago. He was a young lion, and everybody had so much hope for this guy. It was like, this dude is awesome. He's big. He has the presence. He has everything. And he was in this class with so many other great people, and they're all stars now. But he just, for some reason, something happened and they just didn't go, oh yeah, we're gonna push him. And he just disappeared off the face of the earth. And it was just the weirdest fucking thing. It was everybody that watched the Young Lions, it was this guy is going to be the breakout star. Once he goes on the excursion, he's gonna come back, he's gonna be a breakout star. He just disappeared off the face of the earth. And then he was doing bodybuilding and he was okay, cool, he might want to come back. I don't know if it was the pressure of wrestling had got to him. This was years ago. And we all was just okay, maybe he'll come back one day. And we would see him do something. He did some MMA. And we was okay, maybe he still might come back. Because everybody had so much hope. We looked at him as the guy out of that class of young lions. We were that's the guy. That's the one that we know is going to be the star. And he just disappeared. It's just he left New Japan, just all of a sudden just disappeared, showed back up in MMA, and then he just stopped that too. And then we just found out that he's gone. And it's just it's one of those things, it hits hard because it's somebody that you and you wanted to associate with him and you wanted to cheer for them, but they just disappeared. And it was just it's just weird, man. It's just weird. To find out that he passed was just weird. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. This guy should have had a shot and he just didn't have anything and he's gone. And it's just it just doesn't feel right. And I just wanted to say rest in peace to him and prayers to his family.
Yeah.
So we had AEW Rampage with the Rampage trope of the show starts off and everybody's in the ring. I don't get that.
It was cool in the beginning, but once in a while you gotta have an entrance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's they keep saying Rampage doesn't feel special. Rampage doesn't feel special. This is why Rampage doesn't feel special. Because you do shit like this. You just oh, the guys are in the ring. And the funny part was it was Moxley and Claudio versus Butcher and Blade. And everybody was in the ring as soon as the show started. And it's that's why this doesn't feel special. Nobody gives a fuck about the show because you don't give a fuck about the show.
They do.
What the
one of the guys in this match is their current world champion, right?
Doug, that's what I mean. Nobody gives a fuck about the show, and it's what is this show? It is just Rampage is just so nothing. It's dark in elevation on television, and it's Doug, there's nothing here. There's no substance, nothing. It's Dynamite is Dynamite will have the coolest show. They're yeah, Rampage. Rampage is just a bunch of nothing bullshit matches. And you're well, what the fuck do we watch Rampage every week for?
Half of it feels like it's just thrown together.
Yes, and it just it feels like some of the dumbest shit in the world. And it's y'all want us to care about Rampage and want us to be yo, Rampage is dope, Rampage is dope. Make us feel Rampage is important. Make us feel it's not just a throwaway show. No matter what happens, we literally just could look at it and go, oh, this person is going to win. There's no weird ass, oh, swerve or this or that. And it's bro, it's literally all just paint by numbers, like mechanical, and sometimes that's good. But when it's just like you have Butcher and Blade versus Moxley and Claudio, it's like, who the fuck really thinks Butcher and Blade is gonna beat Claudio and Moxley? Exactly. What the fuck do you mean? Like, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, nobody wants to see the shit that is like, oh, we already know what's gonna happen. And it wasn't like they were gonna do some kind of swerve at the end where they like, oh, this thing is gonna connect to this thing. No, it just was over. And it was like, this is why people shit on Rampage. It's like Dynamite is cool, but then it's like Rampage is just like, eh. Like, I want him to put effort in the Rampage. Make this shit feel special again.
I agree with you. Like, I have my criticisms of Dynamite, but at least a lot of it is cohesive and they have things that go together. Rampage is like, put this here, put that there. Like, makes like a lot of times it makes no sense at all.
And 90% of Rampage is like, I like you not. 90% of Rampage is we're promoting Dynamite.
Yeah.
None of it is like, yo, this shit is just here because it's great. It's like, no, we're promoting Dynamite. Like, everything you do is just like, it's going into Dynamite. You're like, well, then why is this here?
Exactly.
Like, it's just so weird, man. Like, I don't know, man. But
at this point, they should just cut the show, you know?
Yeah. So after Moxley and Claudio wins, they basically both take turns talking shit about Hangman because the title match is next week. And it's like, okay, yeah, once again, this is something to hype up Dynamite. And then we have Swerve in Your Glory. And Swerve is talking shit about how he beat Billy Gunn. And Keith Lee is like, yo, you cheated to win. I don't like that you cheated to win. And he was like, you're kind of swerving in the wrong lane. And we all see this Swerve is like going heel. Now it's like back to the whole, oh, we're going to split up Keith Lee and Swerve. And it's like, why? Like, I mean, I don't have a problem with them breaking them up. Like, because to be honest, I was one that was totally against them being together in the first place.
Exactly.
But like, I have no problem with them breaking them up. But like, the way they're doing it is like, they're literally finishing the storyline that happened before they were tag team champions. And it's like, no, they just spent like the last 6 months being like best of friends. And like, we were like, oh, they're not turning. Oh, well, they're not turning. And then they just like became like best friends. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, we're going back to that storyline from back then for no reason. And it's like, why? Like, why? Just like,
but that's an AEW trope though. Like, look at like past storylines they've done. Like, they do this, you know? So, like, I'm used to it by now.
Okay, but here's the thing. Mm-hmm. This is what I would have rather enjoyed. Mm-hmm. I would have rather them both turn heels and then you split them up, but not split them up to go against each other. Just split them up and they're both heels and they're doing their own thing separately. I would have been like, oh, I've been like, all right, that's cool. Like, that's not bad. But like, you're going back to like, oh no, we're going back to that same storyline. And then like, it's long-term storytelling, but it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, we had this little kind of beef before, then we became friends. Now after we lost the titles, now we kind of got beef again. And it's like, no, just like stop that shit. Just like have them stick together, and then they just be like, yo, I want to do my own thing. All right, I want to do my own thing. Peace. And then that's it. It's over. It's over. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, we moved on. Bet. That's it.
Like, you don't have to have beef to break up a tag team.
Exactly.
Exactly. To say about the Street Profits, whenever that eventually happens, because hopefully it doesn't happen now, but it's eventually gonna happen. You know?
Yeah, it's all gonna be beef. The only reason I'm gonna like that storyline is because it's already built in. They were basically best of friends, but it's already built in that everybody is pushing for Tez, and Angelo's gonna be like, dog, no, fuck that. Like, I'm just as good as him. Fuck you. That's the only thing I like about that storyline. This storyline is like, we kind of had beef, friends. Now we kind of have beef. And it's like, no, just have them be friends and them just be like, all right, cool. Like, I'm out. All right, I'm out. And then that's it. That's it. Leave it alone. Like, there's no beef with each other.
Yeah.
So then we had the Dark Order. And they're talking, and then Jose comes in, and Jose's like, 10, I still want you. It's not over. And 10 says, next week, how about you get Roosh to fight me, and if you win, I'll leave you alone. But if I win, you leave me alone. I'm like, what? Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's exactly what he said. I'm like,
that is what he said.
And it was like so weird. It's like, what the fuck? Like, that didn't make sense.
But you gotta put respect on the man's name. His name is Jose the Assistant.
Okay, Jose the Assistant. So then we get the return of Stu Grayson. And I know somebody out there is yelling at us like, oh, I thought Stu Grayson was gone. No, Stu Grayson was gone. I don't know if this was just a one-off or like he's actually back in AEW.
He mentioned something about Canada, and I want to say he's also Canadian.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, it was a one-off because he put that out.
Yeah, because like he literally said himself was like, yeah, I'm done with AEW, and then just left. So I don't know. I don't think he's back.
Yeah.
So we had the Jericho Jerk Off Society, and they come out and they do this basic thing with Daniel Garcia. And the thing about this that I hate is like the sports entertainers versus the wrestlers. And I could kind of see that the fans are now like also not into it because it's like basically the sports entertainers versus wrestler is the WWE versus AEW type thing. And it's like, bro, like, can you please stop? And the fans are even like, it doesn't make sense anymore. Like, WWE is tolerable. Like, it doesn't make sense anymore. Vince is in there, like, it's not that bad. And that's why it doesn't make sense. And they're just like, no, we're going to still force feed this dumb angle down your throat. And it's like, but we don't care.
Exactly.
It's so weird. Daniel Garcia said the only reason he went with Jericho because Jericho made sports entertaining cool or some shit like that. And it was like, okay. So Jericho starts talking shit about being champion. And then here comes Dalton Castle and the boys who are the ROH 6-man tag team champions. And Dalton Castle challenges Jericho for the Ring of Honor title next week.
Yeah. That's how I can say it. Like, whatever. Jericho ain't losing that shit anytime soon, so.
Yeah, and the funny part is like Jericho is like keeps talking about he wants to be former Ring of Honor champions, former Ring of Honor champions, former Ring of Honor champions. It's gonna go till he finds like the Ring of Honor champion who beats the living shit out of him. I don't know who that's gonna be though.
Yeah, I actually was gonna ask you who you think is gonna beat him. So. Yeah,
I don't know because like there's a bunch of champions, but also there's not a bunch of champions that people would pop for, and that's the thing. It has to be somebody that people are going to pop for.
It was him. People kind of popped for him tonight.
Yeah.
Danielson, but that's already like a dead horse. Only other one probably Punk, but you know that ain't happening.
There's Joe. Like, it's him and Joe. And
you think people will pop for that?
Yeah, no, people are definitely pop for the Joe one because like Joe is always over.
Oh, okay.
Like the one that I was gonna like put out there was like Adam Cole, but we don't know when he's coming back, so I can't just be like, oh no, it's Adam Cole. But it's it's got to be somebody of that caliber.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So then we get the full announcement that Tony Storm is gonna take on Hikaru Shida next week, and so this has been said, and it's been said a couple of times because AEW is going head-to-head with NXT next week, and they're like, oh, you know NXT is going to stack the card because they're going to be going head-to-head with AEW. And it's like, oh, I mean, that kind of makes sense. And then you watch AEW double stack the card with a bunch of title matches, and it's like, wait, so who really did stack the card against who? Because it's like, you got a couple of main roster people like Raquel Gonzalez is going back to NXT next week. And like, that's a spoiler for later, but whatever. But Then on the AEW side, it's like every fucking title is on the line next week on Tuesday. And it's like, well, who's really stacking the card if this is the card that is supposed to be going up against? It's like, who's really stacking the card?
I feel like AEW is like in panic mode.
It's not that it's in panic mode, but like it's on a different day, one, and it's going up against NXT, and his thing is always like, yo, I want to beat NXT. Like, to be totally honest, he could have put on a garbage fucking show, and it was going to beat NXT because NXT's ratings is nowhere as good as fucking AEW. So, like, there was no reason for him to be like, oh, we need to stack the card. Yeah. Like, it was never in jeopardy of, like, losing the NXT. And if he's panicking because, oh, well, WWE's hot right now. You're right. The main roster is hot. NXT is gradually growing, and it's not going to be in a place where it'd be like, okay, we have to go head to head. Oh my God, we might lose. There's no loss there. You're not losing against NXT. Like, you can't even put that in your head and visualize, oh, I'm going to lose against NXT. And then you decide to stack the card even further. So it's like, yeah, like, this is like overkill to this point. You weren't losing. There was nothing in jeopardy. You could have put on a fucking garbage show with like one cool match, would have beat the doors off of fucking NXT. There was no reason. Like, there's no way that NXT could have stacked the deck and been like, oh, we have these people coming. Ha! There's no way you could have stacked the deck in NXT where it beat AEW. So, like, there's nothing that you could have did. It's like, AEW just like, no, we're just going to go into super overkill mode because, I can't lose to them. And it's like, dog, you wasn't going to lose them anyway. Shut the fuck up. Like, it wasn't that deep.
That's why I say panic mode, because, like, there was no reason for all that,
Yeah, but I just don't get, like, I didn't even get this mental. So then we have Jade Cargill versus Anna Jay. And they're having a match for the kind of TBS title that Nyla stole. So Nyla beats Anna. Then all of a sudden, here comes Jade Cargill to get her title back. And Jade starts beating up the securities. And Nyla Rose does the most cartoony thing. And she sneaks her way past Jade Cargill, beating up the security, and runs up the ramp. That shit was fucking hilarious.
I had to do sound effects.
That's how it sounded. So then we get Ari Daivari, and he's mad at Hook. He's like, Hook, you ripped up $50,000 because I was trying to buy that belt. And it's like, dog, if you would have said it was money in there, I don't think he would have ripped that up. But why didn't you just say that? He thought it was a contract and he ripped it up. All right, that makes sense.
Probably would have stole it. He wasn't gonna get that shit back, but he would not have tore it. I know that much.
Yeah. So then we get Isaiah Cassidy versus Ego Ethan Page, and if Page wins, he gets Matt Hardy's contract, and of course he wins and gets Matt Hardy's contract.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah. So then we get another match added to Tuesday for Super Overkill, a trios title match. The Best Friends versus the Death Triangle. And it's like, dog, like, once again, this is more kill than you need just to beat NXT. It's not that deep. Come on. My God, it's like really weird. It's really weird. So then we get the main event. We get the Pinnacle, which is FTR and Shawn Spears versus the Embassy. Of course, you know that the fucking tag team champions are going to win. And FTR and Shawn Spears wins. Okay, cool. Bet. Then here we get the return. Well, not return, because they were in Ring of Honor. And the Kingdom shows up. And it's like, oh, the Kingdom's here. And they're like, hey, we were former IWGP Tag Team Champions and Ring of Honor Champions, so we want to fight you, FTR. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then they come down to the ring and start beating them up, and then Wardlow comes out. And then I start laughing internally because it's like, dude, I literally kept saying the good guys outnumbered the bad guys. Good guys outnumbered the bad guys. Now it's even. Finally. Thank you. I'm glad Tony listened to that part.
They could have some type of 10-man tag or something.
Oh, no, definitely. It's definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
So then we go to Smackdown. And the first thing we see is a car accident. 2 cars into each other, and Scarlett and Killer Cross are injured. And Drew McIntyre comes back and beats the living hell out of Killer Cross. He beats him. He almost slams his head in the car door. He almost kills him. Oh, man, he almost killed this guy. But yeah, that's how it started off. Cold opening. Also, the joke is going around, which has been going around for a couple of weeks, that the NXT parking lot has got called up to the main roster. So that's the thing. So yeah, like there's like Killer Cross is supposed to be in a 4-way later. I wonder who's going to replace him. This thing that WWE did, like, it's very smart, but it's also very fucking annoying. So right after that, they start talking, and then they go, Bray Wyatt up next. But they go to a match between fucking Kofi Kingston and Sami Zayn. And it's like, bro, you just said that Bray's like next. You literally just said Bray's next. What the fuck? Like, what? Okay. All right. So Jey Uso comes out with Sami. But beforehand, Sami talks to the Tribal Chief. The Tribal Chief tells Jey to help Sami. So in this, like, Jey kind of don't want to help Sami. He winds up super kicking Xavier, and he's like, okay. So he gets taken out. So right at the end, right when you think that Kofi has Sami, Jey pushes Kofi back, so Kofi gets pinned, and 1, 2, 3, Sami wins.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, and after the match, they kind of looked like they were getting along, and they kind of looked like they kind of cared about each other. So that was a thing. Then we had Triple H, and Triple H is going in his office, and Rey Mysterio comes up, and Rey says, hey man, listen, I can't do this thing with Dominic anymore. I don't even think I could be around him. Listen, I want to quit. And Triple H does the thing that I never expected him to do. He did a Vince McMahon. He said, he's like, you want to quit? Why don't you just come in the office and talk to me for a second? Come on, just come on. And he's like, no, but I want to. He's like, no, just come on. Just come on, just sit down for a second. And it's like, that is such a Vince McMahon trope that it's like, how the fuck did you master it? Because that's a Vince thing where Vince, like, somebody's like, no, I want to quit. I don't want to be here anymore. They talk to Vince for 10 minutes. They have signed a lifetime contract. Like, fuck! Yeah.
And so many people like say that shit. Like, Vince kind of like snake charms them, and then all of a sudden they're like, what the hell did I just do?
Yes. And now it looks like Triple H has the magic touch.
Yeah.
So then we get Roxanne Perez backstage, and she's talking to Shotzi and Raquel. And she tells Raquel, I want you to face Cora Jade next week. Like I said, it's not a needle mover. No one's going to panic. So Bayley and the rest of Damage Control is like, you know what? I wanted to be the person you picked. And she's like, nah, it's not you. And then Bayley was like, all right, 6 men later. 3 of you versus 3 of us. Bet. So, yeah. So then we get Braun Strowman beating up 2 local talent, and almost comes out and almost walks down to the ring in a suit that I didn't know that they had for him. A suit that covered him. And he walks out and with MVP, and he basically said, yo, you're not the only monster. I'm going to fuck you up one day. All right, cool. So then we get a backstage with Sami, Solo, and Jey Uso. And they're having a little backstage back and forth, and you know, Jay's a little angry, but Sami's like, no, I'm going to save this. So Then we get maximum male models. Listen, I will say this all the time. I see her. Maxine Dupree is way too hot to be. Way too hot. She's just smoking. So they come down to the ring. The funny part is, even on commentary, they're still playing up the part that LA Knight is her brother. But he just had a change of heart and now he's back to LA Knight. It's like, what? I'll go with it. I'll go with it.
Like, he's technically still Max, but this is like his alter ego, I guess.
Yes. So LA Knight winds up beating Mansoor. And he beats Mansoor, and then he cuts a promo. And it's like, okay, you're going to cut a promo, and you're going to be all nice guy. He totally goes full-on heel in this promo. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I thought you were going to be like a good guy.
Yeah, I even said it, like, you had potential to be a great good guy. I'm going to be an awesome bad guy, but you had potential to be a great good guy.
Yeah. So then, once again, Bray Wyatt up next. Okay, cool. Yeah, Bray Wyatt up next. No, we're just going to show you a commercial about Bray Wyatt being up next. Also, Bray Wyatt is going to be up next. Okay, cool. Right. Oh, but we're going to have Damage Control versus Shotzi, Roxanne, and... Like, what? Like, what is happening? Like, this was getting irritated. Because, like, this is halfway through the show. They're still promoting Bray is up next. So they had this match. Roxanne looks like she should be ready for the main roster. She gets pinned by Bayley, and Bayley laughed about it. It's like, okay, yeah, like she should like come up soon. I don't think she's gonna be immediately, but like she'll be up soon.
Yeah, I agree.
So then we got a backstage, another thing for the Viking Raiders coming back. So then we get a little Gato del Fantasma versus Hit Row. So the match starts and Santos and Zelina just decide, no, we're not going out there with you. Just you two go out. Yeah, we got this. Santos comes out, fucks up Ashante Diodanis while he's not paying attention and rolls under the ring. And then Zelina fucks up B-Fab. And so, of course, Legado del Fantasma wins. But it's like, bro, like, y'all super cheated. It is, like, super awesome. And it was, like, one of the best cheats where it's, like, it's one of those Eddie lied, cheated, still type things where he just came out of nowhere, fucked him up, and when everybody turned around, he was already under the ring. No one saw him. And it's like, dude, he embodies the spirit of Eddie. He's it.
Like, I even was going to ask you, where the fuck did he go? I didn't notice he went into the ring.
Yeah, see? He's it. He has everything. Once he starts going on his own, it's the sky's the limit for this guy.
Yeah.
So then we get a backstage where Sonya Deville's getting interviewed by Kayla Braxton, and Sick Liv Mondo comes out of nowhere and beats the living shit out of Sonya Deville. Just starts fucking her up, smiling as she's just beating her up. Her makeup is a little weird. She's just beating her the fuck up and just fucking her up. And all of a sudden, Liv just sees a table and just starts smashing Sonya into the table. She puts Sonya on the table and she climbs off this high scaffold and jumps on fucking Sonya Deville through the table. And it's like, I enjoy this Liv. I enjoy this Liv.
Crazy Liv is where it's at right now.
Yes, Sick Liv Mondo. Yes, I am totally here for it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who totally didn't get that reference. Like, I have no idea why you said that, but like, yeah, that's gonna be a name. But yeah, no, there's a reference in there. If you don't know, you don't know. But it's fine. So then we get to the 4-way, and it's Ricochet versus Sheamus versus Solo Sikoa. And then they say, hey, Karrion Kross can't show up. And the funny part about this match was already announced.
Go ahead.
It was already announced, but it's Rey Mysterio shows up and Rey Mysterio wins the match. And Rey Mysterio is now number one contender. So that's the thing. Then we get Bray Wyatt, actual Bray Wyatt, human Bray Wyatt, telling us he loves us, and we inspired him. We saved him. We kept him strong. We are the reasons he's here. He started crying because he lost friends, he lost family, he lost his career, he lost everything. He lost so much, and we kept him going. And he gets cut off by his other version of himself that said some shit, and then like the screen just goes black, and it's just like, what? It was very weird.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They didn't even have the thing in the bottom that, like, the little promo thing that ends the show.
They did, but it was before it went to black. It was like, what the fuck? So yeah, Bray Wyatt is multiple people, multiple things, but we got to see the real Bray Wyatt for once, and he cried.
Think we'll see this one again?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely see this again, because we're going to see him again, and we're going to also see the other version of him, and the other versions of him. We're going to see multiple versions of him. This is going to be a long-running thing, and it's going to be crazy.
Awesome.
It's 6 of them, and it's going to go all the way through WrestleMania. It's 6 versions of Wyatt. It'll be going through WrestleMania. There's nothing no one can do. It's a long story that we're going to have to try to figure out what's going on. That's it.
That's awesome, in my opinion.
Yes. So that's the end of this episode. Any last words?
No, you just baffled me with that Bray Wyatt thing, so I'll leave with that. I'm baffled.